76 points to Damon Hill's 45. Still a big gap, and all down to Hill now to really get some wins under his belt. But first, success for Barrichello at Spa and pole position.
Because it's my first pole position, and it has been my best situation in Formula One, and I feel very good, very good.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again.
Conditions at Spa in qualifying were not the most ideal.
The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing in the rain.
Rubens Barrichello taking pole position in the dying moments of the Friday qualifying session, being one of the few to switch to slicks and judging the conditions to perfection. Many people expected him to make a poor start from the grid. Back in his Formula 3 days, he was rather renowned for it. But in fact, Barrichello got off pole position superbly well in the Jordan Hart and was soon under pressure from Michael Schumacher. Schumacher had qualified second fastest, another man to switch to slick tyres on that Friday afternoon qualifying. Hill qualified third, but once again didn't make the best of starts and was pipped by Jean Alesi at the first corner. Well, soon Schumacher taking the lead from Barrichello, and in fact Barrichello soon coming under attack from Jean Alesi as well. Damon Hill and David Coulthard are in close pursuit behind. Unfortunately for Alesi, his run of success at the beginning of the race was not to last for too much longer. Second lap, his engine packed up and he was out of the race. The battle for fifth was developing nicely, with a couple more cars having gone past Barrichello. He was now battling with Heinz-Harald Frentzen in the Sauber. Coming down to the new Eau Rouge section, changed for this year for safety reasons, but for Frentzen, changed in a poor way. On to the 11th lap, and more bad luck for Ferrari as Gerhard Berger blows up, and in doing so, very nearly taking Martin Brundle out on the entrance to the pit lane. On to the 19th lap, and a very dramatic moment for Michael Schumacher. A mistake from the German, a rare mistake, but one that manages to cost him some time, but not the race lead. Still in charge of the race, as the battle going on behind him is now between the two Williams cars. David Coulthard in second place, and Damon Hill in third. Hill, the team leader at Williams Renault, getting on the radio to ask the team to get Coulthard out of the way. But it was getting a bit confusing. Meanwhile, Barrichello was going off the track in the Jordan. It was a big disappointment for the man who looked in good form from that pole position and trying to go through the race on just a one-stop strategy. Still the battle raged between the two Williams, and still there seemed to be no team orders. But the situation was settled when Coulthard was called into the pits with a slightly dodgy-looking rear wing. In fact, it proved to be okay, and he was able to rejoin the race and would go on to finish in fifth place on the road. So Schumacher coming through to lead and to take the checkered flag once again, as Mark Blundell went out of the race with a spin just towards the end. He would still finish in the points, but Schumacher had taken the maximum score once again. It was just the result he wanted, and for Damon Hill, it was just the result that he knew effectively ruined his chances of getting the championship. But then the news came through that Schumacher, in fact, had been taken out of the results of the race after the discovery